Nick Kyrgios is one of the most talented and controversial tennis players in the world today. His powerful serve and ground strokes, combined with his enthusiasm for the game, make for an electrifying viewing experience. But at the same time, his anger issues and unprofessionalism has won him the ire of a lot of tennis fans and other players. While Kyrgios seems to have found himself in a fresh bit of controversy. Let's check it out. First up, Nick Kyrgios is salty about losing the 2022 Newcombe Medal. Nick Kyrgios has been very vocal about his disappointment regarding the decision to award the 2022 Newcombe Medal, Australia's top tennis award, to Ash Barty. Former world number 1 Barty won the award for a 5th time, having become the first Australian woman in 44 years to win the Australian Open and also win the Adelaide International Singles and Doubles title. In comparison, Kyrgios had an impressive year with his maiden Grand Slam final at Wimbledon, winning the Australian Open men's doubles title and lifting the Washington Open singles and doubles trophies. He was also successful across 13 singles tournaments in 2022, winning 1 title with a win-loss record of 37-10 and 11 doubles tournaments, winning 3 titles with a record of 24-8. This saw him finish the year at number 22 in the ATP rankings after having slipped out of the top 130 earlier in the season, and he would have finished up on the cusp of the top 10 had he picked up 1,200 points for finishing runner-up at Wimbledon. However, Kyrgios was not pleased with the result and took to Instagram to express his unhappiness in a post that compared his 2022 statistics to that of Barty's, writing, "LOL, no respect at all. Don't give a f." This reaction was a bit unwarranted, but it just goes to show how much he wanted to win. The chances of winning this award were pretty high for Nick, but unfortunately, we won't be seeing him take home the trophy this year. That still doesn't take away from just how good of a year it has been for Nick. Up next, Kyrgios and Kokkinakis win ATP award. Nick Kyrgios and Thanasi Kokkinakis had a great year in doubles in 2022, culminating with them winning the Australian Open men's doubles title for their first Grand Slam victory. It was an incredible accomplishment made even more special by the incredible atmosphere at home in front of the Aussie fans. The pair also won the Atlanta Open and qualified for the season-ending ATP Finals, something they had not done before. The incredible year was capped off when Kyrgios and Kokkinakis were named fans' favorite doubles team of the year in the 2022 ATP Awards. So while Nick may not be considered the best Australian tennis player, he definitely earned this award. Kokkinakis expressed his gratitude in a video where he thanked the fans for all their support throughout the year. Kyrgios was clearly amused by the award, posing on Instagram stories with obviously LOL in response to the news. It has been an amazing year for Kyrgios and Kokkinakis, and they're quickly turning out to be the most entertaining doubles team in the world of tennis right now. It'll be interesting to see if they could translate that into Grand Slam success in 2023 as well. The Australian Open is just around the horizon, and they could potentially repeat the last event's success. Coming up, Nick Kyrgios says Australian legends devalues him. Nick Kyrgios has expressed his disappointment and disbelief at the way some of Australia's tennis legends have treated him, accusing them of having a sick obsession with tearing him down. The former Wimbledon finalist said he was the outcast among his compatriots, while also claiming that he provides inspiration to others who have been surrounded by negative headlines and clouds. The 27-year-old's comments come after Pat Cash, a former Wimbledon champion, accused Kyrgios of cheating, manipulation, and abuse at this year's championships. During a press conference, Nick said that no one has been supportive to him during that time. He mentioned that Lleyton Hewitt was the only one of his compatriots who stood by him, describing the lack of support from other Australian players as sad. Nick also revealed that he is due to face a court in Australia after being summoned to face a charge of assaulting a former girlfriend. This has only furthered Kyrgios' belief that he is the outcast of Australian tennis, leading to frustration at how little recognition and respect he is given for his achievements. Next, Kyrgios may never rep Australia in the future. Nick Kyrgios has said he may never represent Australia again in Davis Cup competition, citing a lack of support as one of his reasons for not competing. The Wimbledon finalist explained that negativity towards him and the feeling of not being embraced by Australia also lay behind his attitude towards playing for his country, saying, "Maybe if Australia embraced me a little bit more, I would play it and bring home the trophy, but who knows." In an interview from Riyadh, where he was competing for a prize of $1.5 million in an exhibition event, Kyrgios opened up about his 3-year absence from team competition. He pointed out that, despite his recent successes at Wimbledon, he had yet to receive the warmest embrace from the Australian public. When asked what he felt he would do to have to earn a little bit more respect, Kyrgios said he doesn't care, he's just getting on with life. This indicates that he is not willing to change or alter his behavior in order to earn the approval of his country. Kyrgios' decision to compete for a 7-figure sum in Saudi Arabia rather than playing for his home nation has been met with criticism from many, but he believes it was an easy choice for him, given that he felt underappreciated at home. He does, however, take pride in the fact that he has given Australia a platform to shine and put it on the map in the tennis world. Up next, Kyrgios may appear at another event before the 2023 Australian Open. Nick Kyrgios is preparing for a big year ahead as he bids to win his first Grand Slam singles title at the Australian Open in 2023. To help in his preparations, he has added the Adelaide International 2 tournament to his pre-Australian Open schedule. This marks the first time that the 27-year-old will have played an ATP 250 event in Adelaide in his career. Kyrgios is coming off a strong year, having reached the Wimbledon final and the quarterfinals of the US Open in 2022. So there will be plenty of pressure on him to perform well at his home Grand Slam. He has also expressed excitement about playing in front of his good friend and doubles partner, Thanasi Kokkinakis' home crowd. "I'm really looking forward to playing in Adelaide," Kyrgios said. "Thanasi had a great run there last year, so it would be nice to have that same kind of success and support for me in January. It is clear that the Aussie is determined to make the most of his home court advantage, with the Adelaide International 2 tournament being a perfect warm-up before he takes on the Australian Open. With his impressive performances in recent years and the addition of this event, it is likely that Kyrgios will be more than ready to take on whatever challenges await him at Melbourne Park." Coming up, Kyrgios thinks he isn't bad for tennis. Nick Kyrgios has taken to social media to issue a sarcastic response to those who think he is bad for the sport of tennis. With the sport following in the footsteps of F1 and set to release its own version of Drive to Survive, aptly named Breakpoint, Kyrgios was listed as one of the tennis stars to be featured on the show. The series, due to debut on Netflix January 13th and followed by 5 more episodes airing in June, will follow the journeys of some of the biggest names in the sport. Kyrgios took this as an opportunity to issue a cheeky reply which read, "I'm bad for the sport, right?" alongside a laughing emoji. This was in response to sections of fans who have branded him harmful or as a bad influence due to some of his on-court antics. Kyrgios has been vocal about his desire to grow the sport and make it more engaging for younger generations, which makes this comment all the more ironic. And finally, Kyrgios talks about facing Nadal. Nick Kyrgios will be back in singles action on the ATP Tour for the first time since withdrawing injured from October's Tokyo Open, when he takes part in the brand new United Cup tournament held in his home country of Australia. He has been drawn alongside Rafael Nadal's Spanish team and Great Britain's representatives in Group D. And the showdown, which takes place over 2 days on January 2nd and 3rd, is sure to be an exciting one. Kyrgios' United Cup team co-captain, Sam Stosur, has high expectations for the world number 22 in front of his home crowd, having seen him thrive in a team environment before. "Anytime you wear your country's colors, something else sort of happens to you," Stosur has said. "I know what it's like to be playing out there, so I couldn't imagine not being excited on the bench seat as well." Kyrgios' participation in the tournament follows a period of inactivity since he withdrew injured from the Tokyo Open. He has since only played one tournament, a doubles event during the ATP Finals, and lined up some off-season exhibition events. The Aussie is sure to put on an exciting show at the United Cup, with the home crowd certain to get behind him as he battles for his nation against some of the world's best players. It will be interesting to see how he rises to the occasion as he looks to secure a spot in the semifinals for his team. With Kyrgios on board, there is no doubt that Australia has a great chance at taking out the trophy. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Nick Kyrgios is unprofessional? Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.